Hello friends, today we are going to do chapter number 2, GUI, Operating System, and Introduction. Operating System. In the previous chapter you have learned that an operating system is a type of system software that runs the computer. It is a special set of programs which manages the overall functioning of a computer system. Therefore, operating system handles all the input, process and output tasks. In the absence of an operating system, a computer cannot function at all. An operating system is the key software or program that forms a link between a user and a computer. This software lets the user work with the computer. An operating system is commonly called OS. Unix, Linux, Mac OS and Windows are some of the popular operating systems. Graphical user interface. Operating systems are mainly categorized into two types: graphical user interface GUI and character user interface CUI. Here we will discuss about the GUI. In this chapter we will discuss about the GUI. Graphical user interface is a user-friendly operating system interface which allows the user to interact with the computer using a visual method. GUI represents the commands and programs in the form of pictures, buttons, or graphical objects such as icons. In GUI, to give a command to the computer, a user simply has to select and click on the particular icon or button. For example, to open the MS Paint program, all you have to do is click on the Paint icon. Microsoft Windows is an example of a graphical user interface, GUI operating system. Microsoft Windows. Microsoft Windows is one of the most widely used operating systems for computers. Microsoft Corporation has developed the Windows operating system. In 1985, Microsoft introduced its first version of Windows operating system, Windows 95, Windows XP, Windows Vista, Windows 7 and Windows 8 are some versions of the Windows operating system. Windows 10 is the latest version of Windows operating system. In this chapter, you will explore Windows 10. Bill Gates is the founder of Microsoft Corporation. Switching on a computer. A computer is an electronic machine. Unlike any other electronic machine, a computer has a different method to turn on and off. In computers, starting up a system is called booting and switching it off is known as shutting down. To start a desktop computer, follow the given steps. Step 1. Switch on the main power supply button. Step 2. Turn on the UPS of the computer. Step 3. Switch on the power button on the CPU cabinet. Step 4. Press the power button on the monitor. Desktop and its compounds. After switching on a computer, the Windows operating system automatically starts loading in its memory. This is the booting process. While booting, a picture of the Windows logo appears on the screen for a few seconds, followed by the welcome screen. Soon after the Windows welcome screen, another screen appears on the monitor with some tiny symbols on it. This screen is called desktop. It is the final screen after the booting and indicates to the user that the computer is ready to use. Windows 10 desktop has different parts which are marked in the figure. Let us learn about the important components of the Windows 10 desktop. Icons. The desktop has some small label symbols or pictures. These symbols or pictures are called icons. Each icon represents a particular program or document. Some of the examples are shown below. The text paint icon, this PC icon, recycle bin, etc. Program is any application used for different purposes, such as drawing and coloring pictures or typing letters on a computer. Taskbar. At the bottom of the desktop you can see a long horizontal bar. This bar is called the taskbar. It is an important component of the desktop. With the help of taskbar you can perform a lot of actions. The taskbar has different sections which are described below. Start button. The Start button is present on the extreme left of the taskbar. It has 4 title squares on it. It is probably the most frequently used button on the taskbar. Clicking on the Start button opens a list of programs that is used as the Start menu. It is divided into 2 sections, left pane and right pane. Left pane. It displays the pop-up menu which contains the application stored in the computer. Right pane. It displays the selection in live titles. Start menu is used to give access to programs or applications. Windows Help, Support menu and much more. Search any stored information. Change the computer settings. Turn off the computer system. Quick Launch Bar. Quick Launch Bar is the middle section of the taskbar. It is the area where you can add the icons of frequently used programs and applications. Clicking on these icons opens the corresponding programs. It gives a quick access to the most used programs. This section also displays the icons of the programs that are currently open or running in the background. The icon of active program is highlighted. You can easily switch between the running programs. System tray. This section is present on the right side of the taskbar. It is also called the notification area or notification bar. This area displays date, time, speaker icon and some other icons that display the status and notification about certain programs. For example, network connectivities, Windows updates, language, etc. Pressing the Windows plus D key combination minimizes all the open programs. Next to the system tray, there is a small vertical button called the Show Desktop button. Clicking on this button minimizes the window of all the open programs and displays the desktop. Opening an application. Every program or application is represented by a particular icon. To open an application, first bring the pointer onto the icon of an application or program. For example, Tux Paint. Double-click on the icon. The Tux Paint application window appears. An application is basically a type of program or software that allows the user to perform certain tasks. An application is popularly called app. Working with desktop icons. Selecting an icon. To select an icon, simply click on it. You will notice that the selected icon gets highlighted. You can also select multiple icons at once simply by dragging the mouse pointer over the icons to be selected. Selecting adjacent icons. To select multiple icons, do as follows. Click on the first icon to be selected. Second, press and hold the Shift key. Place the pointer on the last icon to be selected and click. Third, release the Shift key and mouse. Observe all the adjacent icons that fall between the first and the last icons are selected. Selecting multiple icons and different positions. To select multiple non-adjacent icons, do as follows. First, press and hold down the Control key. Then, click on the icons to be selected, one by one. Finally, release the Control key and mouse. Notice all the selected non-adjacent icons are selected. Deselecting icon. To deselect any icon or a group of icons, simply click anywhere on the blank space on the desktop. Notice the icon or icons does not highlight anymore. Moving the icons. To move an icon, select the icon, then drag it to a new location on the desktop. Similarly, you can move multiple or selected icons. Arranging desktop icons. You can arrange the desktop icons as per your requirement. To auto-arrange the desktop icons, do as follows. Right-click on the blank area of the desktop. In the shortcut menu, place the pointer on the View option. In the Further list, select the Auto Arrange Icons option. Windows automatically arranges the icons on the desktop and locks them. It means that you can no longer move the icons as per your need. To do so, you have to unlock the icons by deselecting the Auto Arrange Icons option. Changing the desktop background. The image that appears in the background of a desktop is called the desktop background. It is also known as wallpaper. To change the desktop background, first right-click on the empty area of the desktop. A shortcut menu appears. Second, click on the Personalize option at the bottom of the list. The Settings window appears. Third, in the left pane, the background option under Personalization selection is selected by default. A small preview of the current wallpaper is displayed on the right pane. Fourth, in the right pane, click on the background drop-down arrow. Select the desired option in the list. Here we have selected the picture option. In the Choose Your Picture section, select the desired image for the wallpaper. Click on the Browse button in order to select wallpaper from the wider range. Click on the Choose a Fit drop-down arrow. In the list, select the required option. The preview of the selected option appears in the preview box. Close the settings window. The selected image appears as the wallpaper or desktop background. Changing the screensaver. When a computer remains idle for a certain time period, an image pops up on the screen. This image is called the screensaver. A screensaver could either be still or a moving image. To set the screensaver, follow the steps given below. First, on the desktop, right-click on the empty space. The shortcut menu appears. Second, select the Personalize option. The Settings window appears. Third, in the left pane, click on the Lock Screen option. Fourth, in the right pane, scroll down and select the Screensaver Settings option. Fifth, The screensaver settings dialog box appears. Do as directed. Part A. Click on the drop-down arrow under the screensaver section. Select the desired screensaver option. A mini preview of the selected screensaver is displayed in the preview box. Part B. Click on the preview button in order to see the full screen preview of the selected screensaver. The preview appears on the full screen. To get back to the normal screen, move the mouse. In the wait spin box, specify the time after which the screensaver should appear on the screen. Click OK. The new screensaver is set. Close the settings window. Normal mode and safe mode. Windows works in normal mode as well as in safe mode. Let us briefly learn about these two modes. Normal mode. It is the basic and default mode of Windows. In this mode, the window starts up in a proper manner. Therefore, all the files and drivers needed for the normal or proper functioning of a computer get loaded with the Windows. Safe mode. It is the opposite of normal mode. In this mode, Windows loads with a limited set of files and drivers. Those are essential for the primary functioning of a computer. This mode offers only the limited access to Windows. If a computer starts up with this mode, then it indicates that a problem is encountered by a computer. This mode offers users a chance to correct the trouble. Shutting down a computer. Turning off a computer is also known as shutting down. After finishing working on the computer, one should always switch it off by the following proper manner. Step 1. Click on the Start button. Select the Power button. Step 2. Choose the Shutdown option in the menu. After a few seconds, the monitor screen automatically turns black. Step 3. Then press the UPS button to turn it off. Step 4. Finally switch off the main power supply button. Never turn off a computer directly from the main power supply button since it may damage it. Keyboard shortcut. To shut down in a computer, press the Alt plus F4 key combination. The main power supply button is usually left in order to keep the UPS charged. Thank you, friends. Bye bye.